water. Since the sun, everything that it does, do you ever charge your water in the sun? Is that something that we should be doing also?
No, I'm not telling anybody not to do it because I've never done it. But the only water that I drink is distilled water. Distilled water, people say don't have no minerals. Yeah, but you have undigestible minerals too that they have in water. But distilled water has no minerals. And if you're eating like you're supposed to be eating, you're going to get your minerals from other places. And once you start drinking distilled water, I can promise you within 2 weeks, you will first of all, as soon as you start drinking it, you're going to see your body start flushing. And they'll tell you not to drink distilled water. But who are they telling not to drink distilled water? Remember, they say distilled water strips from you. Who is it stripping from? Distilled water is not stripping from you. Who is it stripping from? Them. We need they all your top shelf liquor distill. All your instruments before they use them in surgery distill. So why all of a sudden now we don't drink distilled water? When we drink distilled water, it flows through our body. Our skin starts to change. We're not supposed to retain water. Our body's going to retain the water that it needs already.
Definitely. Well, once again, family, just to let everybody know who's coming in late, they're asking for your Cash App. We about to put the brother's Cash App on the screen right now. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is brother Kalai Mayat AmunRa. I said that right?
Yes, okay, my brother. Yes, thank you. Thank you. My brother said it right.
I want to make sure I say it right. Great, amazing show so far. The brother said it. I mean, the brother's been on fire for half an hour straight so far. Let me share before we continue, because they asking for your Cash App. They wanna bless the brother. Hold up. What do you have a Cash App, brother?
Yes, I do, and I appreciate everyone that's doing that. My Cash App is Kala. I gotta look, John. I gotta look. It's Kala 0123.
Take your time, brother, because I want to get it right. Because they're gonna start. I don't want the wrong person to get it. They be like, "Oh Jesus, thank you."
Exactly. My apologies. Yeah. All right, hold on. It's Kala. It's $ Kala 0123. $ capital KALI 0123. And I greatly appreciate this, my people. Thank you. I thank y'all.
Indeed.
Anybody that knows me and watch my videos, y'all know what I do. I get books and I'm out on the street with my people. That's it.
So just making sure $ KALI 0123, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, let me put that on the screen. All right, make sure y'all bless the brother. The brother's out here doing a lot of sun work, making sure we understand exactly who we are, being children of the sun. All right, brother. So, a brother one time told me, and he broke it down, and I completely forgot. It was I think it was a late night interview, and I forgot exactly what the brother said. But he said the sun behind me, this is an ancient symbol of the sun. These straight lines represented a different form of radiation from these curved lines. Do you know anything about that? Do you know anything about that?
No, I'm gonna be honest. Like when I don't know something, I won't answer that because I'm not sure. But I can tell you that, of course, they mean something. We don't never design nothing without having a meaning. We don't waste our time doing that. So I'm quite sure that they do have, and they looking at them, they may have different wavelengths. So going in for different dimensions. So I couldn't actually answer that question, bro. Appreciate you though.
Definitely. Is there different places on the planet who gets the best sunlight? Like a lot of people talk about Arizona. Like if I'm in New York, is there sunlight in Arizona more popping? Should I go to Arizona to really get these downloads? What's your thoughts on that?
No, the one thing about us is how we're so unique. You don't have to go anywhere. We're actually the universe and the sun walking in the flesh. We don't have to go anywhere. As long as that ball is up there, I don't care where you can be in. You could be in Alaska. It don't make a difference where you're at. You are already preordained for what you should be doing. It's already in your cells that what you should be doing and how you should be acting. So it's up to you if you want to tap into that. It's free will and free choice. So I would say the best place though, as far as getting the sun, would be in Africa because that's where it's hot majority of the time. But outside of that, we are the sun. It don't matter where we go at. We can be in the deepest part of the ocean. The sun is still going to hit this. We still going to track the sun.
Is the we've had record temperatures all over so far this summer. Is the sun going to continue to heat up? And if so, how hot is it going to get out here, you think, my brother?
Well, you got to look at it. Our body is 98.6. We're going to get way past that. The temperatures outside is going to get, but to be honest, I'm going to be truthful and honest with you. I didn't feel the heat as much as they was telling it on the news.
You're right.
It felt like it felt humid. It felt hot, but I didn't feel like where 11,000 people needed to drop dead in 24 hours in Europe. I didn't feel that. You understand what I'm saying? But I do feel the difference though. By me knowing what's going on in the sun, I can feel the intensity of the sun, regardless if it's 80 degrees outside or it's minus 30 degrees outside, because that same frequency, that same energy is going to get even stronger towards the winter months.
Wow. What is there anything you've researched that we should know about the Sirius star system that has something to do with what we're experiencing right now? Because there's so much talk about Sirius.
Yeah, Sirius star system. That's the number one thing that a lot of people are talking about. A lot of our brothers and sisters, I'm going to be, like I said in the beginning, I want to say this to my brothers and sisters. The last thing our brothers and sisters that are moving around on this planet, that up in these dimensions are doing, want you to worship them. Every 30 seconds, there is a melanated child that's going missing on this planet. Every 30 seconds, there is a melanated child. When you pull up social media, today, all we see is adults trying to teach adults how to be better in relationships. No one came to you or they told you how to be good in a relationship before the stroking start. Before the stroking start, everybody was good. But when a stroking start, now we have issues with one another. And this is a problem for our community because we're not focused on our children. That's the issue. If we ask the right questions, if we look at someone and ask the right questions and not be enamored with how the individual look or their materialistic, what they have, then we will know if this individual is going to be good for my soul or just my physical reality. That's it. We want to know that. So I look at what's happening on this planet, and I actually feel more sad for my people for what they're getting ready to face as opposed to the other race. See, when you don't have a life, and when you don't have a life, what I mean by that, and I don't mean no harm, we just have to keep it honest here. When you show soulless, let's just start this. When you show soulless characteristics throughout the entire time of your existence, right? There has to come a point in time, even for yourself, when you look in the mirror, to say, yo, there is something completely wrong with the characteristics, regardless if it's me, but my race is exhibiting to these other people or the planet itself. And this and right now is a reality check. Is a serious reality check. Black people, I want my brothers and sisters to know the only abuse that's going to happen to us is what we're going to do to each other. The psychological abuse is going to be worse because you're going to see some of your brothers and sisters moving and doing things that you could never imagine. But because you decided to give away your energy and not trust and believe in yourself, this is why the recycling. Let me just say this real quick, right? You ever hear people say sometimes, and this is when you know you're divine, because the universe will test you fast. You ever hear somebody say, well, you know what? I'm not going to do that no more. I'm not going to smoke weed. I'm going to stop smoking. I'm not going to smoke weed no more. And then you know what? The universe in a situation, whether it's a disagreement, whether it's a disagreement or whether something happens, and you be like, damn, I should smoke that. The universe is testing you. You are constantly under test. This is when you know you are divine and you are great. By what you say. The universe say, okay, that's what you want to do? Let's see it. Let's see your restraint. Let's see your individual power.
I agree, man. I've been through a lot of those tests. The moment I say I'm gonna do something, then I get presented with something. I remember when I first when I first got with the sister that I'm with now, and I got with her, then mad girls popped out of nowhere trying to talk to you. I'm like, I'm gonna be faithful. I'm with my queen, and I'm like, damn, why everybody why all these girls come now, man? I mean, they just popped out of everywhere. So it's like I get exactly what you're talking about, my brother. I get exactly
And
what
it's gonna
you're talking
happen more. It's gonna happen more with us. Because see, this is a female's universe. This is a female's planet. It's abundance of them. We're the rare jewel. We're the rare jewel. That's why we get tested the most. We get tested the most.
Mm-hmm. Why is the masculine energy a rare jewel in this universe, or is it that way all over the universe, and or is it just this planet?
All over the universe. The reason why I say that is because you have one sun. They try to tell you got 3, 4, 5 suns. You got one sun in the sky, right? And if you pull up right now how many suns, it's going to show you one sun, and that sun is what? Protons. And what are we? Protons. All the planets are electrons. What are those? Electrons are feminine energy. All planets that create life are electrons. Suns are protons that give energy to the planet so they can create life, so they can and planets exchange energy with the sun the same way.
So much talk about the sun. What's your thoughts on the moon? I heard that's fake. I heard that's a satellite. I heard you got to be careful how much you look at it. What's your thoughts on the moon?
Nah, the moon is garbage. The moon doesn't belong here. It's a fucking soul-sucking recycling machine. It just doesn't have nothing to do with it. Right? It doesn't, and it's been written in history. There's plenty of documentation in history that said that the moon has arrived here 60 to 70,000 years ago. And as soon as the moon showed up, that's when our people started acting crazy, real crazy. So there are a lot of evidence that's out here that say that that moon is recent. And as soon as that moon showed up, they said our people started acting crazy.
Wow. So you don't do full moon rituals or nothing like that when the moon is full?
I don't bang with that moon at all. That moon has no correlation with us. They tell you that the moon is connected to the water tides. Well, yeah. Well, then while the ocean waters and certain coastlines was receding, and it's a lot of things that's happening with the water that it can't be explained because the moon is constantly disappearing. The moon is moving on 180 degrees. It's flipped up and side down. The moon is acting completely crazy, and people are not paying attention to it. They just think it's just another anomaly that's going on the planet.
So you don't think the moon controls woman's cycle, the menstrual cycle? No? Wow.
Black women shouldn't be having periods in the first place. Any black woman that's a vegan, and working out, I mean exercising, you will see that your period starts to diminish. And even more importantly, right now, your period, you have what you call multipotent. Let me run it down in order.
Okay.
These are stem cells. The most important stem cells is early on in the embryonic stage. And those stem cells are what you call totipotent cells. Those cells can turn into any cell in your body, even the placenta, in the very early stages. And then you have after totipotent, then you have what you will call pluripotent. Pluripotent stem cells. This is after the embryo starts to mature. Pluripotent stem cells then can develop into any cell except the placenta. Now, I just want, as I'm saying this, I want people to understand who's the #1 in abortions around the world. We're not just talking about America, around the world. It's nothing to do with other races, our race. And who children go missing the most. Now, that's the first 2 steps of stem cells. Now, those stem cells can turn into any cell on the body. Any cell on the body. Now you go from that. You got totipotent, multipotent. Multipotent stem cells are stem cells that you will find more so inside, like they create your outer skin, your bones, and it's something else, your outer skin and your bone. But this multipotent cells normally come after the ectoderm, the mesoderm, and the endoderm, has developed in the embryo. And then these multipotent cells, which are hematopoietic cells, these cells can turn into any cells as well, but they are very limited. But they can turn basically almost into any cell. Bone, skin, hair. And we're wondering why our children are fucking going missing. Even in the blood. Black women, in your blood, your stem cells in your blood, in your menstrual cycle, is more motherfucking important than all other life races on this planet. The stem cells, they call hematopoietic. Those stem cells right there coming in your blood. This is from your menstrual cycle. So all your life, all stages of your life, from you a small embryo, these jokers is trying to kill you and extract from you. From the moment in your life, the moment.
Wow. What we're talking about the sun, we talked about the moon. In terms of the stars, do you practice stargazing? What's your thoughts on this? Because some people, I heard people say they don't sun gaze, they stargaze. What's your thought on just observing the stars at night?
Yeah, I do. I go outside, I look at the stars and stuff at night. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, Brother Rich, I want to be fully honest with you.
Yes,
brother.
please, my brother.
I look up there, I see my brothers and sisters, but I see us down here. I see us down here more. I say, yo, what's up? And I'm down here. That's why I'm in front of. That's why I'm downtown in Center City. I'm in front of hospitals. I'm putting a petition together right now, whereas though that hospitals, these doctors, medical, these police officers, these school teachers, if you can't provide your biological identification to the planet, how do you feel as though that you have a right to psychologically and medically evaluate me as well as educate me? You provide me your biological identification to the planet, where you came from, your existence, and then you can medically evaluate me, psychologically evaluate me, and run a financial system and a justice system on me, and you can educate me. But if you can't provide that to me, then my children should not be in your custody at all. Period. And that's what I'm putting together. I'm outside every me and his brother Kenny, my brother Shiz. I'm outside in Philly, Center City, family court. I'm trying to get a meeting with Danielle Outlaw, the police commissioner, which she is black. But I can provide that there is not a neurologist or a geneticist that can dispute anything that I'm saying. Black people are dealing with undeveloped brain, PTSD, and psychosis. The black people that are dealing with psychosis separate themselves from other black people because they feel as though that they are okay. This system is, they are benefiting from the system and not looking at the entirety of their whole race. The ones that are dealing with PTSD, they are reactive people out here. And they're just looking and trying to find their way. But they're trying to find their way in their world. And the only way you're going to find your way is in. You can't find your way out. And that is my job and my duty that I want to try to push and point to as many of my brothers and sisters to themselves so they can see themselves. Because you're not supposed to, you don't need no leader. You don't need no leader. We're not supposed to be eye to eye. This is what connects us throughout the entire multi-universe. Every natural living thing has a pineal gland. So we're not supposed to be eye to eye, but we're supposed to be heart to heart. Because let me tell you how heart to heart we're supposed to be. Brother Rich supposed to be able to go walk wherever he needs to walk to, wherever he want to go. If Brother Rich children just so happen to walk in my community, they instantaneously become my children. They instantaneously become my children. You know why? Because now there's no one that's going to harm them. But Brother Rich, let's say he's somewhere and his sister and his woman and his children are walking down the street and somebody's bothering them. All of a sudden, that's my sister and my nephew and niece. This is how we need to be with one another. But we're not. And this is hurting us. This is destroying us. So I want to put my best foot forward to try to wake up as many people as I possibly can, Brother Rich.
It's excellent. I definitely commend you for doing that, my brother. Definitely commend you. I see you putting in the work, my brother. Don't think that you're not seen out here. Keep up the good work, my brother, and I definitely appreciate you for coming on here. I want to get to, I seen that people been asking questions since you started, so I want to make sure I get this out because I know we started late and it's getting late, so I want to get to some Q&A, and I want to thank everybody who sent in the super chat. Chan Robinson everybody else. We was talking, so I didn't get a chance to put you on the screen. Thank you to everybody who donated to this brother. His Cash App is still on the screen. Indeed. Let's get to some Q&A from the family. Yeah, let's get to some Q&A. All right. Yeah.
I do one thing, folks, because I just wanted to show people something on why. Not only that, when I speak about the heightness of awareness, I just want to show something, Scott. Can I show something real fast?
Yeah, please do. Yes.
I know this might answer a lot of people happening. Exactly why this is happening.
Then what happened during 2017? I know we had that Great American Solar Eclipse. What else was going on during that time? I know we had a lot of killings going. The killings was going on. All them police shootings, they had those on the TV. Wow, 2017.
Why they had that? Why that was going on? Because they knew on August the 21st of 2017, the moon went from the west coast to the east coast on a 33-degree angle. Why 33 is important? You have 33 vertebrae up your spine. At the top of your spine, you have what you call the pineal gland. Jesus died at the age of what? 33. So if you look at where that eclipse happened from the west coast to the east coast, and look at all the states that moon cross, you will see that they all are being destroyed right now. 33 days later, after August the 21st of 2017, 33 days later, there was a great sign in the heaven. There was a woman clothed with the sun. She had a crown of 12 stars. She had the moon beneath her feet. It was the great sign in the heaven. August and September. And during that time, they had a 2-year window to release all of the information to the organic people of the planet and tell the truth. And they didn't. So if you go from 2017 and you go 2 years and then look at the earth right now, everything has been increased exponentially.
Who told them they had a 2-year period to release all this information?
We did. We did. We did. When Admiral Byrd, you had the Pope, you had Barack Obama, John Kerry, and you had the Russian Orthodox. They all went to Antarctica along with the boy Byrd. And when Byrd went into Antarctica, he had to be rushed to a hospital, and he tweeted, the world is in danger for what's to come, or some shit. He tweeted something like something is coming, and they removed the tweet, and he was no longer he was all, you know what I mean, like considered crazy. He was off his rocker. But yeah. And then there's a message from 1977. If people was to read the message and listen to what he's saying, all of what he's saying from 1977 is taking place right now. People can't explain crop circles. You can't explain crop circles. You have to tell me who's creating crop circles. They're not breaking the branches. They actually braid them up like your hair. They lay them down or braid them up like your hair. Who's creating these crop circles? Who left that message in 1977 that spoke about the great time that we are in right now, the age of Aquarius, and spoke about scientists on this planet that know about other life that are being hidden from other people?
Do you believe that we're going to be contacted by some our ancestors from our family from other star systems soon? People going to start seeing things?
Yeah, we already being contacted. We already. You just got to hear the call. We already be contacted. You got to hear the call. See, the call. We looking for someone to actually speak verbal to us. And the first communication is telepathy. So we're so the phone is ringing. The sun is popping.
Woo! The phone is ringing. The phone is ringing. Okay, I hear you, brother. Yes, sir. Yeah,
he's popping.
Hotline blinging, huh? Indeed, hotline blinging. Let's get to this first question, brother. Once again, family, hit this brother Cash App up. Make sure you support the brother. We're going to get to some Q&A right now briefly, and then we're going to get out of here. I want to thank everybody once again for being in the chat room and watching the show. First question: any advice for a melanated, spirituality inclined, and intelligent woman who cannot tolerate the heat or the sun because of a medical condition?
Yeah. can't tolerate the heat or the sun because of medical condition. That's a tough one, my sister.
She might have to elaborate on that, right? I mean,
yeah, that's what I was going to say. I need you to go a little bit, like, yeah,
yeah,
but you can't.
yeah, you might
You
have
should
to
be
let
able to
us know a little more info what's going on with you, why you can't tolerate the sun. For the brother to really answer the question. We're gonna get to another question, but sis, yeah, definitely elaborate on that a little more to help us understand exactly what's going on. All right. My sister Yaya Selassie says, so brother Richard gets why can't melanated people unify? Is it really by design and cycles it what?
The reason why we can't get along is because we have been taught to feel instead we have been taught to feel all the time. Everything is a feeling. You know what I'm saying? A lot of relationships of babies were made because off of a feeling that you had. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a conscious thought. You ain't literally look at this individual. A lot of the people that we deal with individuals. We even say in the beginning, like, why am I dealing with this person? But we continue to go on, move forward. So a lot of the things that are taking place with our people in our community is self-hate. That's all it is. Has nothing to do with materialistic or nothing. It's self-hate. A lot of us hate the way that we are living individually. A lot of us hate the shit that we are doing. You ever see somebody to drink, go to bar, but I'm not gonna drink no more. I hate doing this. And then right back at the bar the next.
Right back.
We hate what we're doing because we don't know how to stop. And the reason why we don't know how to stop is because we don't know ourselves. We are putting in our body what another race is saying is okay. And they're telling you this through your education in school and through your television programs in your music industry. And they're using our own people to convey this message to us. White man ain't in the house telling your child to go to school and get that education. He's using someone else to do it. And it ain't even him. It's like I don't even like to say the white man. I just say the lizard. How many royal families do you see out here? Just you don't even see them on TV for the most, unless they want to put them there. But how many of you? And they the ones that created the financial system. So you have a bunch of black men, so-called black men, that are proud to earn a living on a planet that we built and seeded all here. We have a bunch of black, because what that does is separates us. It puts us above one another. Just like when you look at I'm gonna just use this example, and I'm just using his name. You take LeBron James. LeBron James is not gonna ride around in his community in no Rolls Royce or no motherfucking Maybach. You know why? Because in his community, they got that up there, or they don't care about that. They more concerned looking at his genetics. They looking at LeBron's genetics. They're not looking at his car. You know who's looking at LeBron's car? When he drives down into the community. Where you think these basketball players and stuff, they come down in the hood. They want to be around y'all because we're enamored with the materialistic shit, not understanding the owners in them are enamored with the genetics. They look at genetics. Keep them fools. Give them another toy. They get smart. Give them another iPhone. They get smart. Give them another car. They get smart. Give them another TV. Give them free channels too. They getting smart.
Wow. Next question is, what are your thoughts on chemtrails?
Yeah, chemtrails. They're doing them. I would tell you that they are spraying the sky with strontium, aluminum, and barium. When it rains outside, if you gotta go outside, cover your hair. I would tell you to cover your head. But they are spraying the sky.
The rainwater is that dangerous? Cover your head. Don't let that rainwater hit you.
Don't let that rainwater. I mean, this is your crown head. This is your crown. This is where you sit at as a divine entity. So therefore, if you let something get in here, it's attacking you immediately. That's why a lot of let's use the brain for example. This is the number one place to operate your vehicle. What is one of the main nutrients that the brain suck up all the time? Sugar. Glucose. The brain is constantly using sugar. So if I give you artificial sugar, Your brain is working extra hard, but now it slows down because it can't break down the artificial sugar.
It's funny you say that. It's funny. I was just talking to brother Dr. B Serious earlier, and he was breaking down to me how the brain absorbs so much glucose. So it's funny you say that right now. Wow, yes. Man. Wow. Yeah, go ahead. What you say?
I apologize. Because it's on your brain is absorbing that sugar, and again, you have your dendrites that come off of your neurons that connects to other dendrites. So when your synapses is they exchanging information, but what happens is they have when you're putting the artificial stuff in your body, it's called adenosines, and then it turns into adenosine receptors. It attaches itself to the end of your dendrites on your brain. Your dendrites should look like thick roots, because that's why every plant and trees are connected to each other. And those that live alone normally die. Look at a tree. If it's by itself, it's going to die because it's not meant to be alone. It need to be around grass and other trees. So what happens is that adenosine attaches itself to your dendrite and it smashes it or suppresses it. And when it suppresses it, it repolarizes your neuron or depolarizes it, meaning that it's going to fire off before it's fully charged, or it's going to stay charged like a cell phone. You ever had your cell phone on the charger all day and 100 and it's hot? You'd be like that.
Yes,
that's what your neuron are dying with the other neurons.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, we doing some learning today, family. Does the sun right now affect anxiety, panic, or insomnia?
Nah, I don't think the sun does that. That panic, anxiety, and insomnia, that comes from what you are ingesting all day. That comes from what you are ingesting. It, not just food, what you believe in, what you believe that's taking place on this planet, or what's believing in us around you. That's where that stuff comes in, right? That doesn't come from the sun. That's not coming from the sun.
Somebody, where's this at? Somebody says they want to know what's real sugar
and fruit. Real sugar is in fruit. Your pears, your oranges, your grapes. That's real sugar. All that other sugar, you don't need. You shouldn't even put it in your body. It's not meant for you. Not meant for us.
Let's get to. Okay, somebody says, what's the difference between O positive and O negative blood types, and can you